Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nan. Um, my little bangs here are a little frizzy. I'm gonna press them down first. But today's topic is we are going to talk about relationships. And one of the things that I've seen just with my friends and people just dating and stories is how do you know that a guy is ready for a commitment? And I still believe in marriage and I love being married and I highly encourage marriage. However, if you are one of those people who are like, I don't need a man and I don't like marriage, then probably this is not the right video. So I'll give you a moment to click off. But this is for the woman who wants a good guy and is looking forward to a lasting marriage. Um, when we date, it's hard to tell who is ready for marriage and not get blindsided by their charisma or their looks or the things that they own. So I came up with eight things on my list that has helped me when I was dating. And let's start with the first one. The first one is a guy is ready for marriage or a serious commitment when he has a stable job. So you're not going to look for, and I'll say an asterisk before I continue with my list. This is if you want an easier life, okay? If you want a very easy, smooth life with a husband, this is what you look for, okay? So I'll just say that before I continue. So a stable job. You're not going to date someone, and this is just based on my experience. You're not going to date someone that's a musician, okay, who's traveling all the time, who's not in town, who will always put their band, their instrument in front of you or in the family. They're not a starving artist where they continually need a lot of help or they're kind of homeless. I laugh because there is some people out there who have housed men, um, and they're basically homeless. So they have to have a stable job. Okay, and then bonus points if they've been at that job 5 years or more. That just shows commitment, stability, loyalty. And when the going gets tough, they haven't jumped ship. They stuck with their craft and they continue moving forward. So that's number one. Okay, number two is that he has matured out of putting their friends first. So as I know from myself, when I was younger, I always liked going out. I'm a retired party girl. I would get drunk all the time and always want to be with my friends, always want to be included. So if the guy that you're speaking to, his priority is no longer that, that is good. So if he's like, oh, I need to go do my happy hour, and you guys just started dating or something like that, and you had plans and he cancels the plans to go do the thing, not cool. Not cool. But if he tells you ahead of time and you know the schedule, then that's all good. And then he has his friends, guys' night, all good. Only when he cancels on you because of this thing, not good. So that's number two. Number three is he isn't bothered by what people think. He is secure enough to not have to ask his friends, oh, like, what do you think about marriage? Or my friend, blah, 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 said I shouldn't get married, anything like that. He's very solid in his values, he's very solid in what he thinks, and he doesn't need any other validation from other people. That's a pretty hard characteristic to capture. But luckily, you know, through my experience, there's guys out there. Okay, there's guys out there who are very strong in their values, and you will find that person. And the fourth thing, and this is like super hard to find. Um, well, at least where I live, but maybe where you guys live, it's all good in the hood. And this is such a bonus one. I just love this one, is that he has been building his life for a family. What does that even mean? So, through my experience, a person who has been building his life for a family could have a home, has already purchased a home already. um, he has retirement savings. He has savings for the family. He has built things up to be a provider, to be there for his kids, to be there for his wife. He isn't living with roommates. You know, he isn't, should add that to the list. He isn't living with roommates. He isn't living at his mom's house, okay, or parents' house, whoever's house. Yeah, so you can tell if the person has been building up their life. For my husband, he has been building his life for a family. When I met him, he had a house, he had a car, he was very stable. I felt super safe with him. I never felt like, you know, I was always like worried about him. It was just very, I didn't have to worry a damn thing about him. So yeah. Okay, the next point is that he is reliable. What does reliable mean? A lot of people have weird definitions for this one, but I'll just tell you my definition on what I think a guy is when it comes to being reliable. One is that he shows up on time, if not earlier on the date. So he's already there, he's waiting for you. Okay. Number two is he always replies back. Like he always replies back. And this, when I say always replies back, I don't mean that you are going crazy texting him every single day and like going crazy, but he replies back and you are not crazy. So like you're not what I used to call it phone banging, where you're just like hella calling or like really texting hardcore. So you're not doing that, but he always will reply back. And also, this is probably like the negative one, but if he is not interested in you, he is not afraid to tell you to your face. So he will just tell you. There's no secret. So yeah, that's being reliable. And if he says he'll do something, he actually does it. You know, what a concept. There's a lot of guys out there who say they do stuff, they don't do it. And that's not even just with you. So even in their career, even in their friendships, even with their families, if they say they're going to do it and they do it, that's a reliable guy. Okay. Um he doesn't put up with disrespect. He doesn't put up with disrespect. So if you say something effed up to him, he'll say something back. He'll let you know, like, hey, that's not cool. So that is definitely a sign of a guy who's very stand up ish and someone you can respect. And he also will stand up for what he believes as well. So that kind of goes back to he doesn't really care what people think, and he's very confident in who he is. Okay. And this guy that's ready for commitment, ready for marriage, just a quality catch, will be confident, but it's not in that way where it's like frat boy-ish, where they're like yelling, screaming, um, wants bottle service, anything like that. Like they have this like quiet confidence, like very quiet, but you feel safe and taken care of. And they're very, I don't know, it's really hard. It's like a vibe. It's hard to put into words, but you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Okay, the last one Ooh, this one's a good one. Is he is independent. What does that mean? Okay, to me, what that means is he doesn't need your help. He doesn't need your help in normal day-to-day living. Like he doesn't need housing from you. He doesn't need to do 50-50 with you in order to survive. He basically doesn't need any of your assets. He is independent. He takes care of himself. He doesn't need anybody to mommy him. Okay, mommy him is like cook for him, clean for him, none of that. He is to capable of doing it himself. So yeah, that is my list of a guy who is prepared and ready for a long-term commitment with you and ready for marriage. If you have any questions, like specific, feel free to book me at my website. I have 1 hour consultations. Also, I have a monthly subscription if you want to sign up for that, and that's unlimited chats, and we can talk specifically about your situation. Yeah, it kind of gets a little sticky because a lot of people will ask, "Oh, what if he's like still working and blah blah blah?" or in school or something like that, or working to build? Um, the answer to that question is that no, he's not ready for marriage. So he will like keep you around because I think it's fun to have somebody to connect with. But is the guy ready for marriage? Probably not. So yeah, okay. I hope this helped you guys today. And let me know if you have any questions. All right, see you in the next one.